Hello everyone, my name is Taz. As you may know, I am now fighting in Misfits. Let's go! Finally, a dream come true and my opportunity finally presents itself. I've been working this for a long time and now it's finally here. But first of all, I wanted to tell you that this Misfits tournament in the lightweight for the lightweight interim championship belt can go really three ways. And the first way is that the color theory. So everyone is announced with a different color, right? So different ones: purple, yellow, red, and blue, I think. So those guys could be fighting each other, you know, the two purple, the two blue, the two yellow, and the two red. The second way it can actually go is through seeding. So there's eight of us, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So meaning 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and 3 versus 6, and then 4 and 5. That's the second way I predict things to go. But the last one, the third one, and the one that really makes the most sense when you think about it, is really separating it into two tiers. So tier one will obviously be the lower unannounced and guys that are fighting for the debut or ones that doesn't really have that much experience. Business wise, it makes sense because you're building them up so that in the next event you can actually have fans watch something, and fans will actually you can build something that fans will actually like to watch, and pay the money to actually watch it for, right? And then you have the top guys fight each other, really, because they've already proved themselves. They've already won. They've already had a fight. They don't really need to go risk it fighting someone so low. They can potentially lose at that, a shot at that title just because they've been matched with someone, with a higher boxing level but with lower views, right? So in order to ensure that they actually reach it to the top, they could put in a different event. So I predict it to be like, for instance, 7 and 8, right? So the lower tier, the first tier, 7 and 8. So that's the Argentinian King versus Baby Hulk, I think, or Lil Hulk. So those are the two guys, and then the other two guys in the lower tier is myself, Tasmanian Devil, and Ace Musa, right? So you let those two fights on your first tournament card or bouts, and then let's see like how fans react to that, right? So that you can build them up, right? And then obviously in the next event you have the top two guys, and then you have Yodi Gang and Reimu, like Joe Knight and Wally Sharks. So that's you ensure that you have your top tier fighters, and then you have your lower tier fighters, or lesser known, so to speak. Those are the guys that you kind of put in that category. So that's actually my prediction, and that's the one for me that makes the most sense. If I could get a shot, first fight, I can go right to the top and go for the head, and take the head off. Waleed Sharks, that would be amazing, because I can actually get a shot. I could do something that prove to the world and make a statement. That'd be amazing. But I understand that this is a process, and typically in boxing, you don't really get a shortcut to the top guys. Right? You just have to wait your turn, so to speak, and work through it. And so I understand that. So if they put it in this way, in this form, it's the one that makes the most sense business wise, because you're promoting the younger or lesser known fighters in the tournament first, and then that builds up the hype even more. And then when it gets to the top tier guys, the ball just starts rolling, so to speak, and it becomes a massive thing. This tournament will become even bigger than it already is, and that's how I predict it. But the fourth one, though, a wild card, a bit of a wild card, it could be like a draw, kind of like what Kingpin did. But the problem with that is that there can be a lot of even though like all of us are really skilled, there can be fights that doesn't really entertain the fans that much. Or you can have like bad matchups that isn't as entertaining, or mismatches when you do that. So it all depends though. But for me, I feel like the third one is the most feasible one, having the two different tiers of, fighting in the first Misfits card will be, the lower tier guys, and then letting them battle it out. And then in the higher tier card, maybe in the Prime or something, would be the higher level guys, and that'll be like 1 to 4, and then the lower tiers, obviously, 5 to 8. So that's what I'm predicting. I don't know how it's gonna go. It hasn't been announced yet. But let me know what you think, guys, and comment down below. I'd love to hear your opinions about it. And you know, everyone that's supporting out there, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, this is like a real life Rocky. Like my story is just like, it just feels like a dream. And everyone that's riding with me, we're riding to the top. So let's go, Team Taz, baby. Comment down below if you're Team Taz. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I shall see you in the rise.